What's going on, everybody? This is the Pearson podcast, Ep.6, and I am with one of my best friends in the whole wide world, Josiah King.
That's my name.
Yeah,
Okay.
my
Don't get it
absolute,
wrong. It's not
yeah,
Joshua.
not Joshua, not Kong, not Joshua Kong, Josiah King.
That's it.
Now, yes, if you're coming here 20 years from now, this is the famous Josiah King, and this is his first official interview. Yes, I know he just surpassed Hans Zimmer in total music awards and everything like that. But yes, I know. And I didn't even have to pay him for this interview. And I'm talking to the people of the future, of course.
It's like the movie Tenet, where they went in the future. That's what you
Exactly.
should have done with me. You're gonna pay
Exactly.
me in the future for now.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you are my longest friend. Um, we've been friends for like longest, like tallest, and
well, yeah,
longest,
like
like
just stretched out.
yeah. Um,
Thanks, man, for calling me a long John.
yeah.
Like in that
Uh,
Willy Wonka movie at the end where the dude's like
yeah,
stretched out and
stretching,
blind.
Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. But we've known each other for what? I mean, we just passed our 10-year anniversary
Dude.
a couple of years
11
ago.
years.
11. Jiminy Crickets. My grandpa was telling me about his friend Earl that he's known since he was 8. And he's
Dang.
67 years old. It's crazy, dude.
Jeez.
It's
That's
insane.
insane. Whoa. Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
I
yeah.
was actually, I was thinking about that the other day. Like, 11 years, and it just goes by like that. Like,
Dude,
we were just in like 8th grade, like
literally. That's the
flopping
thing about
skeletons.
time. Yeah, literally. I mean, we met in a class, what was it called? 8th grade. It
It was
was,
science. It was science
was
for
it?
sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I remember we were laughing at like a picture. I think it was like an apple, and it had like Einstein's face on it or something.
Yeah, like something super
Yeah.
corny. And
Yeah.
we're like, really? What are you trying to like like a little motivational speech underneath it
Yeah.
or something?
Exactly.
Yeah. So we hit it off immediately. And one thing I wanted to bring up, which I still to this day think it's mind bending. So ever since kindergarten, I've known this guy named Danny, and he was my best friend from kindergarten to 6th grade. And then in 6th grade or in 7th grade, I moved houses and moved schools. And 7th grade, I had no friends. 8th grade, I met you, and Danny is your cousin,
Dude,
which is the biggest trip ever. Like,
it's
think
so
of the
weird.
odds of that,
It
literally.
doesn't make sense. Like it's just so like
And then we
just doesn't make
continued.
sense.
I mean, it really doesn't. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, are coincidences, or was it all on the path of the yellow brick road?
I
You know what I
think that
mean?
things happen for a reason,
For sure, I
for sure.
completely agree. Completely
Because
agree.
I mean, like, yeah, like, dude, like 11 years. The teachers were like, "Oh, once you guys graduate, you're gonna go separate ways.
Dude, that's
You're not
true.
gonna know each other."
That is very true. Yeah,
F that.
yeah. Here we are. Look at us now.
Big, famous.
Yeah, 50 subscribers. Dude, yeah, oh my gosh, we have so many stories we could get into in later podcasts of school. I mean, countless. We were a couple of ding dong goofs. I mean, the definition of goofs, like, just one example, I would in reading class, yeah, me in 9th grade, me and Josiah were in reading class. And if anybody doesn't know, I don't even think there was a reading class in 7th and 8th grade. I
Yeah,
think
why were we in?
reading.
I just thought about that. We were in a reading class,
Yeah,
like, and we're
dude.
like freshmen in high school.
Yeah, and all the other people that were in it, English was their second language, so that's probably why they
Oh
were in
yeah,
reading.
true.
And we're just like two knuckleheads, and I would like stand on the desk and go hallelujah. It's like so cringe thinking
Dude,
back to it.
I wish I still had the videos. I
Oh
really
yeah, I
do.
know. Yeah, we would just goof because it was reading. I don't know how we got into that, but all the assignments were super easy, so we would just goof off the entire time. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
think
was
we're still like almost failing the class,
yeah,
but like
yeah.
I don't know how.
That's how it was basically through all the high school, all
Yeah,
my classes, because school just didn't work with my brain, and I'm sure like yours as well. I mean, there were so many times where I barely passed and I barely graduated. I mean, in some aspects,
yeah.
or they're like 75% of the classes would be like C's, something like that. But then I had to stay in summer school. And then the last day of summer school, I had to finish it by that day. And I was literally, and this is no exaggeration, I was at 99% completion. And I didn't finish it the last day. So they're like, I'm sorry, you have to redo it all next year. I'm like, are you kidding me? And I was trying to cheat through the whole thing. And that's the thing. But then I realized if you actually learn, it's actually a lot quicker than
Yeah, it's true.
cheating.
If you actually just do the work and pay
Yeah,
attention, then it's
yeah, yeah, exactly. Wow.
honestly, I'm thinking about that. I've been thinking about that lately. If I had just actually focused on the work, like and did my homework, it would have been so much easier throughout all the years of high school to
Yeah.
just you would just flow through it.
Well, the thing
Like
is, they make it so boring and hard to
that's probably
focus.
it, yeah.
Like, I was like, God, I'm sitting here goofing off, having jokes, having fun at my table, and they could totally have made it fun easily. I mean,
Honestly, that's true. Like in a
easily.
math class, they could have made it more hands-on. Like, all right, everyone get up and like let's do this and solve this equation like
Mhm.
in a
No,
cool, fun
literally.
way.
I
Like,
mean, talked about fun things. Could you hear that in the background?
yeah, but it's all good. It
Yeah.
barely.
Shut up. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, it would have been incredibly easy for them to make things fun. I mean, I
True.
think
Like,
their spark is gone, their light is out,
yeah,
they're dead inside. We had some good teachers though. I mean, there were
we did.
some
We had
good
like
ones.
some cool ones, but like you were saying, they could have like made it better. Like, there's why is it that we had to wake up at like 6 in the morning and go sit in a class where it's so
Yeah,
boring that you have to just
literally.
like
Yeah.
try not to fall asleep.
Yeah, like
Like,
like
yeah,
halfway through. And the
like
thing is, and I know this now, and I bet this might blow your mind because it blew my mind. They stretch out the days because think of it, they could have taught all the lessons in the 15-minute class and have the whole school day be 2 hours. But the thing is that school provides is a babysitter for the parents while the parents aren't home. That's why they had to stretch it out for at least a little longer. And you know, that way the kids wouldn't be home for like 8 hours while the parents are at work or whatever. You know what
that's
I mean?
true
I mean,
actually. Like,
that's probably not
true.
the sole reason, but I
Yeah.
feel like that was a huge reason why. I
I'm sure
mean,
that was. I mean,
yeah,
because that's where like kids they have no. It's free, so the
yeah,
parents
true.
just take them there.
The
And
thing is it free? Like, this is something I don't even know. Was it free or did our parents have to pay something for
I
just
think it's free.
public
I
school?
think. I know that
Okay,
like private schools get to pay for,
yeah,
but I think that public school is free. I'm pretty
okay.
sure, unless
That's what I
maybe I
thought.
don't know. Maybe you have to pay for the lunches there, like if you get
Yeah,
a hot
lunch,
lunch.
supplies, blah blah blah.
But you know me, I just brought my own like super thick sandwiches full
Oh,
of
dude, I
turkey.
forgot you were famous for bringing what meat was it? Bologna or turkey?
It was like turkey, but I was the one who threw the bologna, like one of the bologna packages in the toilet. It just
Dude, that's funny. That was like a big thing at our school. Everyone was taking pictures of it. And like,
yeah,
why is
the
this
bologna.
bologna in the toilet? I don't even know if I knew that was you. But yeah, you would stack those sandwiches like that thick,
Dude,
legitimately.
I remember going through a pack every 2 days, like just
Your
half a
mom's like,
pack.
what the crap? I have to buy like 7 packs of turkey a week.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure I wouldn't even finish the sandwich every day. I'd be like half of it, so it's just pointless.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So we're going on a camping, or we're planning on going on a camping trip sometime soon. You still down for that?
No, I changed my
Okay.
mind. I don't want to go with you
I
guys.
canceled it actually. So no.
But you just said
Mm.
no. I'm down. That'd be sick.
I mean,
I wanna.
realistically, only if you I
No,
think it'd be fun.
I wonder, like, I've been wanting to really bad. I want to just go out in the wilderness and Bear Grylls it
Yeah,
up, you
for
know?
sure. Yeah, that's definitely how me and Dallas do it.
Yeah.
Um, Dallas was actually on 2 episodes ago. We talked about the Unalaska trip.
Hmm.
So have you ever been camping before
I've been camping, but it's been like not really like on my own. Mm,
with
Like,
family?
yeah, it's been a long time too. So I really just want to do it on my own. Go out there, like set up our camping area,
For
do what
sure.
we need to do. You
Yeah,
know.
no, I know. I mean, what me and Dallas do, if people listening and possibly you aren't familiar with,
Hmm.
um, is we'll go to a place where you don't have to pay, but it's free to camp. It's usually at the end of a road, mountain road, or just some hiking trail.
Hmm.
And the one that we have in store for next time is going to be it's an amazing hike and
Hmm.
site. It's called Anderson Watson Trail,
Hmm.
and it's basically 3 giant lakes. So one site that me and Dallas camped at a few years ago was the closest lake. That was amazing, but my dad said that it's worth going the extra mile because it like splits. And we obviously, you have to carry all your stuff in. So we were like huffing and puffing, like
Hmm.
just super tired from carrying. We're like, whatever, we're just gonna go to the shorter lake. Cause
Yeah.
like at the fork, there's like a giant hill. And I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna be right on the other side of that, or if there's gonna be another one. I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever. We'll just play it safe. But my dad
True.
says like so worth it to go to that final lake, and I forgot what it's called, but and that has like a super awesome big camping site. So that should
Yeah.
be really good. We'll just have to wait until the weather gets a little bit warmer
Hmm.
because Dallas is trying to get out there as soon as possible, and I'm pretty sure it's well for one right now we live in Washington State and it's like crazy rainy every single day. How's it been in where you live?
Non-stop rain.
Yeah, I
Non-stop
mean,
rain.
so and the that trail I was talking about is in concrete, so it's
Oh, okay.
even it's
Yeah.
even gonna be colder there. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I'm pretty sure it's higher in elevation, possibly even snow. Who knows?
Hmm.
So, and it's a vacation at the end of the day. You don't want to be like stuck in the rain. You want to
Yeah.
enjoy the sunshine, all that
True.
jazz.
Like see the beautiful scenery. Yeah.
100%, no, literally, and we have done a lot of previous camping trips where we've gone balls deep and brought the bare minimum,
Hmm.
and now we know what you need to bring and what is like you don't even use that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
True.
Um, do you have a
Well,
sleeping bag?
no, but actually, I'm sure we have an extra one somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
If not, they're cheap, and if not, I have an extra one that you could use. But
I was thinking about maybe just bringing like or just finding some leaves
that would
and
do. That would
stuffing
do.
them in my ass.
Yeah, I mean that would do. Just put the hot coals from the fire up there, you'll stay warm.
Something's gonna they gotta go somewhere.
Yeah, and we're in the tent. You're just laying in the mud out in the front. Or you could just burrow yourself underneath the dirt. I mean, that
True.
would probably work
I
just
mean,
fine.
put my whole body in the dirt, like
Yeah, exactly. All
get
you
my
need
head
is
out
like your
though.
nose sticking out of the dirt.
Yeah. Oh, help, guys! Can't get
Yeah.
out.
You just come out like a zombie. But one thing me and Dallas, and it all depends on what time of year we go, because the warmer it is, we're gonna be fine. But one thing we've never had and need is a sleeping pad, like something that
Oh,
you lay down underneath your sleeping bag, and just like it stops you from absorbing the heat from the ground, because that's like you get 90% of the temperature of your body when you're sleeping on the ground from the ground. So it's
oh
huge.
yeah, that makes sense.
But
So
we have a
no
tent.
sleeping pad.
No, you do need one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So you need one of those sleeping bag. Um, pretty sure we have like, I mean, maybe a tent, but Dallas has a tent. I'm not sure how big it is.
Mhm.
We might all be able to go in there, but I don't know. Um, we'll just have to fit in like sardines.
Yeah, squish in there. I'm sure we can, if we need to, just all lay on top of each other like Dallas,
That's
me and then
good.
you.
Right. Oh,
But
thank you for putting me on top. I
no matter
appreciate that.
what, Dallas is gonna be at the very bottom.
For
Just
sure. Yeah, he's gonna be our sleeping pad.
yeah, true.
After we'll roll him out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude,
Um,
I'm pretty excited for that though.
it should be super fun. I mean, make a fire out there, bring marshmallows, bring some steaks, some
Yeah,
brews.
yeah,
And there's a lake. We could catch some ding dong fish, cook those babies up.
true.
Um, we got our Glocks, so if a bear runs up on us, we can have us some bear steaks.
You already know.
Can you imagine we come back and you have like a bear coat on you and
Dude, that'd be crazy.
like
I've never seen like a bear out there. I mean, like I
I
said, I don't go out there in general, so I
right.
wouldn't see
Well,
anything out there because I've never been out there. But
well, actually, they're out there, man. Me and my dad went on a hike. I don't even know, probably 7 years ago or something, and we saw like 5 bears on the trail. Not
really,
on the trail, but like as we were walking down the trail, we saw it probably 20 yards away. It was pretty frightening. And we were doing it for the Trek for Treasure, so we had to get to the end to like, hide the thing or whatever. So
oh
that was a
yeah,
scary time, and
dang,
I didn't have my Glock back then, so
dude,
that was yeah.
are
But they're
they
out
like
there.
are they aggressive? Like,
No, 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 they'll run from us. The only thing is we have black bear, and black bear are the most timid, and the only way we would like they would be aggressive towards us if we like scare it, like if
hmm,
we're not paying attention and then and it's not paying attention either and we run up on it and we scare it, or of
yeah.
course the classic get in between the cubs and the mom. If they're
Oh
in
yeah.
between there, have you ever seen The Revenant?
The what?
The Revenant?
The Reverend?
The Revenant?
Oh no, what's that?
Really? Dude,
No, I
it's
don't know what
with
that is. Oh, the movie.
yeah, the movie.
Oh, okay. No, but
Dude, it's one of my favorites. It's with Leonardo DiCaprio. You haven't seen that?
mm-mm.
Really, dude, you have to check it out. Like
It's
it's
good.
bro, it's so good. But
Are they like? Oh, continue,
one of the
continue.
scenes is just like he gets caught in between a mama bear and his cubs, and it's like the craziest bear attacking scene. Like it is so insane.
Dang.
Leonardo DiCaprio got his first Oscar or Grammy from that movie. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean it's literally probably I mean for sure in my top 10 for sure movies of all
Dang.
time.
Really?
Yeah, I
Wow.
mean yeah, it's huge. Um,
Are they
but
like
yeah,
mountain lions? Because I don't know if have you
yeah,
seen the video of that dude who was like walking backwards from mountain lion?
yeah.
What what did he need to do? Like, should he have done something differently? Like,
Well, what I would have done is been a little bit more aggressive.
hmm
He was trying it. He was like, but you could tell he was frightened, and rightfully so, because if that cougar gets one slice on you
hmm
and gets an artery, and who knows how far and deep into the woods he is, he'll probably bleed out. But
yeah,
if they just
true.
get one, like you're butter to them, you know what I mean? You pull out this talent and just they
Yeah,
get you in the leg or anything. But I would have been a lot more aggressive, screamed as loud as I could, made as and kind of false charge it a little bit because you
hmm
could tell in the video it was scared too, and it only was doing that because I'm pretty sure I don't I think they said the babies or something
yeah.
were there,
You
right?
could see like the babies at the very beginning,
Yeah,
and
so
he
that's
was
the
like
only reason.
walking towards them, if I remember right.
Oh yeah, yeah. So he would have. Oh really? So
Mm-hmm.
If you
Yeah.
see that, you bounce immediately
Mhm.
because you know the babies aren't chilling by themselves.
Yeah.
There's a mom somewhere.
Mhm.
But you're lucky to even see one of those in a lifetime. They will see you for sure, but they won't show themselves to you. They're really secretive and stuff like that.
Dang.
But yeah, I would have tried getting rocks a lot sooner because in the end, that's what scared her away when he threw the
Mhm.
rocks at him.
Right.
So I would have charged, yelled, like and aggressively, like make them see that make them think that you're actually gonna do it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like charge
Yeah.
them because you know I'm guessing they almost have a higher sense and they can smell fear almost. And he was reeking of fear. I mean,
Yeah.
again,
True.
rightfully so, because you know,
I'd be honestly like if I went up there running and that was me, I wouldn't know what to do.
for sure. Well,
Well,
you
now I
have your
know
gun.
a little bit better.
Easily, what would have made it? I mean, instantly done is you just shoot at the ground, and
True.
they'll bolt away.
Mhm.
Um, Same with a bear. If it's charging, we'll shoot at the. It's hard to say. If it's far away, and charging, I'd probably shoot at the ground to see if that makes it turn around. 90% it will. And but if not, the 10 millimeter to the dome.
True.
But I got those buffalo bore bullets, so
Dude, that's
blow its head away.
crazy. If
No,
you
but that's the thing. It's like 0.0001% chance any of that would ever happen,
you're
literally.
scaring me, man. I'm not going out there anymore.
Please, please.
Like that's a lot of chances that that can happen.
Yeah.
0.0001.
Yeah,
F
exactly. Yeah.
that. I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah, not me either. Yeah, yeah, but it should be real fun and it's the summer's coming up, spring's coming up. We'll probably be able to do it sometime early spring, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
So,
Um,
yeah. Um, do you want to talk about what we thought about Tenet?
let's do it.
So,
Let's do it.
if you guys don't know, Tenet, the new movie that came out last year. Christopher Nolan made it, and me and Josiah are huge fans of Christopher Nolan and Hans Zimmer, but Hans Zimmer didn't do the music for this one. Um, so we saw it in theaters, and kind of a funny backstory, because well, for one, I guess starting at the beginning, Christopher Nolan hasn't come out with a movie in a little bit of time, right?
I think it
So
was like 3 years. Because the
yeah,
last movie he made was Dunkirk.
really, that was his last
Yeah.
one. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I watched that one. That one
Is it
was pretty
good?
good. Yeah. It was short and it was really intense, but I think it was pretty good. It wasn't my favorite of his, but um it was I thought it was pretty decent for his movies.
Mm, yeah. Because I saw that and I'm like, oh, he did that. So I
Hmm.
thought I maybe give it a look. Is it worth a watch?
Oh yeah, I would give it a watch.
Okay.
Like of course most of them it's kind of confusing at first. Maybe like the timelines you don't know like which one's happening first. And I don't remember if it ever explained it at the end or if it just I was still wondering after I watched it, but I
Of
would watch it.
Dunkirk.
Yeah, I think it's still good.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, definitely will then. And you've seen Interstellar,
Yeah, dude.
bro.
That's one of my top 5 movies of all time.
That's what I was gonna say too. Top five for sure, dude. I mean, the emotions, the I mean, man, if you really put yourself, we can talk about Interstellar for a second, then talk
Yeah,
about Tenet.
sure. I'm down. I love it.
Like,
Dude,
I've seen that movie 6 times in the past 2 months.
mhm.
Like,
It's
I'm just like
amazing.
addicted to it. But so we won't really spoil it. We'll try not to spoil it, but
I think
no
for
way you can spoil it. I mean,
oh yeah. I
there's so much
they
to that
can watch
movie.
it by now.
Yeah,
So
exactly. It's
like
been out
if you
for a long
guys
time.
are gonna, yeah. But one thing I wanted to say about Interstellar is that
Please do.
I want to have that feeling again that I got when I first saw that movie and I walked to the theater. Like,
You
I've
saw it in
never felt like
theaters?
that. Yeah, I saw it in
Oh
theaters
my
on
God.
Thanksgiving, like back in like
Really?
2014, I think. Yeah.
Wow. That's
And the
crazy.
moment and the feeling I had when I walked to the theater was like,
Walked out?
yeah, I've never
Dude,
had that for a movie before.
bro.
You're just mind blown. You're like, whoa.
Literally. Like, and the music, how it helps with like guide you through.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But the thing is, so we'll just give some backstory of what it's about. Um, without going into detail, because if you we'd have to dedicate the entire podcast to
Yeah,
going into
true.
that. But
True.
they're trying to save the human race because all of the it's almost like the future of global warming where everything is dying, all the plants. So you're running out of food and the air quality is getting really bad. So NASA sent out a group of astronauts to a wormhole. The thing that sucks about explaining this is you miss out on so much.
Yeah.
But seriously, just if you're listening to this, watch it. But basically, we don't have to get into exactly what it's about, but it's about people that go into space and they go into a black hole. And the way it's shot and the music and the dialogue and how he can communicate back and forth with his family at home, but and the relativity where the time changes, like just like thinking of that feeling where you look out the window and see space and knowing you're like millions of miles from your home,
Yeah.
like that's just, I
And I
mean,
think that and Matthew McConaughey played the main character really well too.
dude, no one could have done that better.
No,
You know
I
what I
love him.
mean?
I love him as a character or like an
Same,
actor. He's
for sure.
especially in that like the he just made the movie
Hmm. Yeah,
like
so
awesome.
much better.
Yeah.
I mean, all the actors were good. Even Matt
Yeah.
Damon was in it,
Dude, I was actually shocked when I saw it because I was like, wait, is
for
that Matt
sure.
Damon?
Yeah, I know.
Because
This
it
is
didn't
sick.
say him. Like I remember looking at like who's gonna be in it, and it never
Oh,
said his
really?
name anywhere.
Hmm. Dude, I wonder if that was intentional because he came a lot later into the movie.
Mhm.
So having people know that, and he's obviously a really popular actor, so people would be, oh, Matt Damon isn't here. Matt Damon isn't here. But then he comes in at like the craziest time, when it's so uncertain.
Yeah.
So
True.
maybe I bet that was tactical.
Yeah. There's just
Um,
so many different like twists and things that
dude,
happen that you're just
twists
like,
and
whoa.
turns. Yeah, dude. And the thing I like about that movie is, well, there's a lot of things I like about that movie, but one of the things is if like there's no way you would have been able to predict the ending. No
No,
way.
that was the best part of the movie. Was like the
Yeah.
ending, and you're just like, because everything feels real, like pretty
For sure.
much.
And it was a practical set.
Yeah, yeah. Like everything you feel like you could relate to in the movie.
Yeah.
And so like when the end, like when the part happened at the end where he goes into the wormhole, it just changes the whole vibe of the movie. Like
Dude,
changes
literally.
everything. You're just like,
Literally.
whoa, cause
And here's the thing. People, yeah, that's a long shot, and people are like, okay, come on. But it's like, you can't prove that that wouldn't happen,
yeah,
That's a
yeah, exactly.
possibility.
Yeah,
And we don't even have to say what it is. Just watch it, and we'll save that. We'll give you
watch the
that
movie.
gift. I mean, that movie will literally change your life.
Yeah, it's
And dude,
yeah.
when the music drops, when he goes into that realm,
Mhm.
it's like boom, boom,
Yeah,
boom as he's falling. Like gives me chills even thinking of that.
dude.
I
Yeah.
mean, oh my God, such an amazing movie. So it was that movie, and maybe Dunkirk was the next one after that.
Yeah, Dunkirk
That would
and
make
now
sense.
Tenet.
So Dunkirk, what we just talked about, and then Tenet. So we were pumped. We were really pumped about, and obviously, side note, he made The Dark Knight, which is an amazing movie. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure you like that movie a lot as well, right?
Yeah.
You love
I like that
Batman,
too. I
right?
used to. Those used to be like my favorite movies of all time, but
The Dark Knight
um,
series.
yeah.
Mm,
Now I really like. I like other movies too, but they're
yeah.
still really good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think that one of my I like things I like about Christopher Nolan is that he doesn't just like make sequels. He just for the most part he just comes out with new movies, like
That's so true.
new ideas,
That's so
which is
true.
awesome because like you always have like new ideas and new things to think about every time he comes out with a movie. It's not
Yeah,
just
it's
like
an entirely new world.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's not
Yeah.
just like the same like plot like storyline with same people.
Mm-hmm.
It's always different.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's honestly the way to go, because if you made like a sequel to, let's say, Interstellar, no way it's going to be as good as the
You could
first
ruin it.
one.
Yeah,
It could very well and very easily ruin it.
yeah.
Um, so
Have you
yeah,
watched Tenet since the first time you saw it?
no,
Okay.
no. Um, and by the way, we can get into this a little bit later because this is
hmm
something I want to touch on, but I listened to your um, the 2021 Dark Knight trailer.
Oh, the one
Um,
from that I did earlier today.
yeah, and you added on to the music.
Oh
So
yeah.
first, did you add on to the original trailer? Because I watched the original, it was almost like completely different. Did you
So
get rid of some sound somehow?
I found a YouTube video that just had they took out the
Uh,
music, so it
oh,
just had
nice.
the video and the dialogue,
Right. Okay.
which
Dude,
is yeah.
that's crazy because at first, somewhere maybe in the description or something, you said you adding on to the trailer. So I thought you were just
Oh
adding on, but you
yeah.
did that whole thing.
All the music in there I did, and
Wow, that's
the only
amazing, dude. It was
thank you,
really good.
dude. That makes me happy because
Like it was unique, and it felt like it like fit perfectly, literally.
yeah, it was funny because like I was just going through old things that I had on my computer, like old FL Studio files, and I
Mm.
found this one, which was like that theme that I had
Mm.
in that, and like that was from like a year and a half ago,
Oh,
and I
really?
just found it last night.
Wow.
And
You just
when
upgraded it and added some stuff to make it fit and everything.
yeah, so like I had the
Dude.
theme there, and then I was like, and I saw that I named it Batman for some reason, so I was like, oh,
Hmm.
maybe I'll just make this into something, and then I wasn't even making it for that. Like I literally made something, and then I for some reason watched the new trailer for the new one. I'm like, huh, I wonder if this doesn't have there's a video without any sound. So I looked it up on YouTube, and they had the music taken out on one video. And I was like,
Hmm. I wonder who did that. That's interesting.
yeah.
Someone
It
that
said they
has
had some
access.
connections to
Oh,
that
okay.
made it.
That makes sense. Dang,
So I
dude.
mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
So if anybody doesn't know, Josiah makes music scores and beats and sounds, beautiful, beautiful sounds, beautiful music. And I mean, you really do. You've really got a gift for that. But this one, and his YouTube channel
gracias.
is Josiah King Composing, and I'll link whatever you want in the description of this video. All 9 people that
Gracias.
watch this video will check it out.
Thank you guys for watching. No
Yeah,
matter because anybody listening is awesome.
yeah,
It's cool.
exactly. That's the thing. And, like I'm saying, 10, 20 years from now, when this has, you know, 20 million
Past Joe
views,
Rogan. Past Joe
or
Rogan.
but like this episode itself, Josiah King's first, podcast interview. I mean, really, that could be, and most likely will be, a very real future. I mean,
Yeah,
we're pumping it up, but it's like that. It is going to be a trip, like
mm-hmm.
seeing how we were,
True.
younger
Yeah.
and
It's
before.
cool. I'm glad we're doing this right now because I wish I had kept the videos that we had when we were like 10 years ago. So in 10 years
Dude,
from now,
for
we can
sure.
just look at this.
I have
Okay.
some of them, but not
Yeah.
but yeah, that's the thing. If this podcast goes nowhere,
Mm-hmm.
you know, 50 years down the line, we can
Dude,
show our, if we have kids, grandkids,
true.
ourselves, that'd be
Yeah.
such a trip being able to see this.
Yeah. By the way, future us, don't delete this because I know that like when you like you're just going through things and you're like, I'm deleting this.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I want to stop
exactly.
doing that because
Yeah,
because I delete things. I'm like, oh, I should have kept that.
literally. Dude, yeah, I now just keep external hard drives and just keep them. But now, like, I'm worried. I don't know. There's so much on such a little thing, and like, if I dropped it in water, spilled water on it or something, I'm losing
True.
so much stuff.
True. Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, it's just what you gotta do.
Drama.
Um, but yeah, future selves. Hey, how you doing? Hopefully life worked out.
Hey, dude. So the Tenet box office was 363 million, which is not like the
What was the
best, but
budget?
let's see,
Like,
Tenet.
I'm guessing, let's guess, 125, 135 million.
Well, I already looked it up, so I can't guess.
What was
But
it?
it's 205 million. So, and the box office for
Right.
Interstellar was 700 million. Um,
That's not a lot of profit.
no, but obviously it's because,
COVID.
COVID and they didn't have all the theaters open and people wouldn't go
Yeah.
because it's so what do you think? Do you think, by the way, Christopher Nolan isn't I, I believe he's not with Warner Bros anymore. And because I think that they're the ones who pushed it to be in theaters. I think that Christopher Nolan
Oh,
wanted to
really?
postpone it for like
Yeah.
when all this is over.
That
What
makes
do you think
sense.
about them putting in the theater like when they did?
Well, to people like us that were like hungry for a movie from him, we were gonna see it no matter what. But you know, as a normal person, there wasn't even that much promotion for it,
That's
right?
true.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like there definitely could have been a lot more. Um, but yeah. So a little bit backstory. When we went to see Tenet when it first came out in theaters, this was the first movie I've seen in the theater since COVID. Was it the same for you? Okay.
The
Um,
first and the only one.
same. Yeah. Um, so I called. I'm like, "All right, is your movie theater open?" Blah blah blah. And they're like, "Yeah, we'll just, it's limited quantity, and we're gonna spread everyone out." You know what I mean? I'm like, "Okay, great, whatever." And we get in there, and we're like the first ones or something, and we sit down, and actually we had our seats. I'm pretty sure we had like seat
Yeah,
numbers,
yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
and we're like, okay, these are good seats, and then some guys come in, like four guys, and sit. Their seat numbers are directly in front of us,
Yeah.
and we're like,
The whole
no one for
theater.
spacing. Yeah, literally, we're the only ones in the theater,
Yeah.
and they decided to put them right in front of us. And we're like,
Yeah.
luckily,
Um,
they were nice enough to where they're like, yeah, we're just gonna move down a little bit, but it's
Yeah.
like,
That helped.
God, no thought went into that. Like, this is gonna be a packed movie. There's
Yeah.
what, 7 tickets out of 100 movie theaters. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So that was funny, but so we were pumped, and we were um yeah. So we didn't really talk throughout the whole movie. We were just soaking it all in.
Hmm.
So if you guys have seen it, you'll know what we're talking about, and it's a trip of a movie. It is a trip.
Oh,
It's for sure one of those movies that you have to watch twice to
yeah.
get any sort of understand.
I've watched it 3 times now, and I'm
Oh,
also
nice.
in a group on Facebook about Tenet,
Oh, wow. You're
and
deep.
a lot of people there, like when I just go look at it, there a lot of them like explain a lot of things pretty well too.
That's
So
good.
I understand it better.
That's good. Yeah. I've only seen it once, and we were both like, when we got out, we were like, what the F did we just watch?
Yeah.
Like literally. It was like I remember I was sitting there and I was focusing on everything like I do with most videos or movies, because you know we appreciate movies
Mhm.
a lot more than most people probably.
Yeah.
So we were sitting there and soaking in everything, and we still could not get like really what was going on. I mean,
No.
also it seemed like Christopher Nolan left out some crucial information,
Mhm.
some that could have been easily tossed in there just to
Yeah.
make it a little easier.
Mhm.
Because you got to think as a director, most people aren't gonna see the movie twice. You
Yeah.
know?
That's the thing. That's what I was thinking. Like,
Yeah. Even I love the movie, and I still haven't had time to go out and buy it again because it's
yeah.
still you have to rent it.
Mhm.
So
Remember when we first got out of the theater? We talked about it, like
yeah,
when we got home,
yeah,
and it was like we didn't really like it that much.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
And like, well, I like that you have to watch it more than once because it makes it more fun. And it makes it more than just a movie. I feel like because
Yeah.
it's kind of like a puzzle. You have to put it together more than like once.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
Yeah.
but also I also feel like I don't want to pay to watch a movie in the theater that when I do pay for it the first time I see it, I'm not gonna really enjoy it that much
Right.
because I don't know what the hell is going on.
Yeah,
Like you're
literally.
just so confused.
I mean, low key, Interstellar was kind of the same way,
Yeah,
but definitely easier to understand.
yeah.
Um,
And I
is
don't
the
know if I
Go
go
on.
ahead. Oh, okay. I felt kind of dumb because I watched it with my dad. Like I
Tenet?
brought it. Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
bought it and I brought it over there and we watched it. And he was like, "That was a great movie." He understood like everything. I just felt
Hmm.
stupid because I'm like, "Am I just dumb?" Like
Yeah.
I
Your
didn't
dad's just like
understand it the
200
first
IQ,
time.
like, wow, this makes perfect sense. And we're
Yeah.
like,
Like I was
idiots.
it was that was my second time watching it and I was asking him questions. I'm like, "Why did this happen?" He's like
Mm,
and he was explaining to me.
wow.
I'm like, "I don't know how
Huh.
you get this. I didn't my first
Dang.
time I didn't understand anything."
You know,
But
also, I think we pay attention to other things than most people do.
yeah.
Like for you, like for other people, the music, you don't even notice the music, but it's made so perfectly that you don't notice it, and
Yeah.
it works so well with the movie. When
Mhm.
you're like just analyzing the music in that direct moment, when there's other things, you know, your brain could be focusing on story-wise. So, and I'm focused on the cinematography when I should be focusing on the story or something like that.
Yeah.
So those are all
That's
real
true.
possibilities.
That's true. I do focus on like the music. I'm like, "Oh, that's sick." Or like,
Right.
I feel like this that'd be better if it was like this." Yeah.
Mm, yeah. Um, yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a bad film for sure. Not a bad
No. And
film.
the
It's a
more I've
good first
watched
one.
it, the more I like it. Like
Yeah.
it's
Same
like it
for
went from
Interstellar.
yeah, like it went from like a 50% at first for Tenet. Next time I watched it, 75. Third time I watched it, like 80. So like
Wow. Okay.
it just gets better the more you watch it, which
I'm
that's
definitely
good
gonna
and
have to
bad.
rewatch it. Yeah, exactly. Good and bad. And yeah, I definitely need to rewatch that.
At least like when you rewatch it, like if you watch a movie, normally like you just get bored of it. If you keep rewatching it with this, you don't get bored of it.
Right.
You understand more every time.
And that's the thing. With Interstellar as well. I mean, I literally would catch on to things every time I watch it.
Yeah.
Like one thing about Interstellar took me a long time to realize is um, when when he was getting the first anomaly before he went into space, and all of the tractors pulled into his house.
I still to this day don't quite understand that part.
Those are robots. Like
Right. So
no
they
one
are
even drives them.
yeah.
So they were magnetized to some gravitational pulse because gravity transferred through the dimension and pulled them there. But I thought, and I didn't get that either until but I thought they were just tractors with employees that they never showed, you know?
Oh, okay.
I didn't know they were robots. You know what I
I
mean?
I think the reason I knew they were robots was because he was like, I use the same thing to control the turbines at home or
Mm.
whatever.
Oh, right. To the military
The
robot
drone
thing.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. But
But
yeah.
yeah.
Hmm. Um, so how's Beamer Empire doing?
It's doing pretty good.
I mean, I've checked it out. It's for sure thriving.
Yeah. I hate how I have so much that I want to do. It's like my mind's always changing.
Mm,
That's what I hate. It's like, and I still push through Beamer Empire, like, cause there's times where I'm like, I don't know if this is what I want to do, but no matter what, I still upload and I still do that stuff.
right, and that's for sure that's a good choice. Just to
Yeah.
at least until well, first of all, Beamer Empire is an Instagram page. Josiah created, and it's got somewhere around 160,000 followers,
I think it's
50,
it's at like 141 right now.
140,000 followers, and a really dedicated fan base. And you've sold things on there, and
Yeah.
right now you're just kind of
Right now the website is down, trying to
okay.
figure out what exactly I
But
want.
the future of it,
Or it's on pause, not down.
okay.
Yeah, the future.
And but the thing about this, and I commend you because I would never been able to do this. Two things: you upload at least once a day. I mean, maybe some more recently, you maybe had a few breaks, like of like a day or two, right?
So so I've uploaded almost so for from 2017 to 20 like the January 2020, I uploaded every day.
Like 3 times a day, right?
Yeah.
It's
And
insane. And
yeah.
you named had like a little cool quote that went with the thing.
Yeah.
I could not do that.
For 3 years, and then 2020 last year, I tried to do 4 times, but there was like times where it literally took a couple weeks and I didn't upload once, or like
Yeah.
a week. There's so many times sporadically throughout the year that I just didn't upload it. So like it didn't last year wasn't the best year. I
Right.
Every year I would do this thing that shows you how many likes you got that year,
Mm.
and every year it'd be more. 2019 was like 3.1 million likes.
Wow.
2020 last year was 2.9, so
Mm.
it was less.
Yeah.
But that's
Not by
because I
much.
didn't, yeah, and that's because I didn't upload as much. It was just random. This
Yeah.
year, my goal is to get 5 million likes on Beamer Empire every single day, uploading 4 times.
That's crazy,
And so
man.
far, it's the 1st of February. And so last month, I uploaded 4 times every single day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. So if people don't know, you upload pictures of BMWs, Beamers.
Yeah.
People send them in, or you just grab, you follow a person that you like, their build. Um, yeah, that's really impressive. And there's definitely something there, but what's most important is if you have joy doing
Yeah.
it, you know. Um,
Honestly, I would give it up in a heartbeat to make music for movies. Like
that makes sense because yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
for
I want
sure.
to do. Like 100%. Like
Mm, that makes
yeah.
sense. Yeah. I've actually, I don't know if you noticed, but I also um, started uploading every day as well. I'm gonna make
Yeah.
a new piece of art every day. That is
I bet
difficult,
that's hard. Dude,
dude.
I can't even imagine.
That is difficult. Like I guess try and imagine making a new song every day or something. So
It's hard.
yeah, man, and these render times are killing me because I'm doing it all in 3D now. Dude, I
Mhm.
don't even really touch Photoshop anymore. Like I do kind of, add
Really?
I mean, I'll add things, but dude, I love 3D. Like,
Mm.
yeah, I could get into that, but I'm really loving 3D.
I
Um,
like this. The pictures are sick. Like
Thank you very much.
I've
I
been
really
looking at them
appreciate
every
that.
day, and it's just like, damn, like it just gets better and better as time goes on. Like
Yeah,
I've
that's what I'm
noticed that.
noticing as well. Yeah, thank you very much. And it's like
Yeah.
I look back to like the things where I'm like just starting, and I even put like just starting to learn 3D, and now I mean even now I could obviously do this a lot better. But so these render time, but so for a 3D image, you make it just model it together like clay, and
Mhm.
then you have to render it together, and that's what makes it look good. And like this one today, I did a day of like it was a skeleton meditating over smoke. That took three hours to render.
Dang.
So it's
Wow.
like, and I noticed after it was done, because it does it like this, like a snake, where it's like it just shows a little bit more and more and more of the image as it renders. And then so it could be like 2 hours in, and then get to here, and like I noticed I left some piece of someone's knocking on my door, or my wall.
So
But so I noticed there's a mistake like 2 hours in, and I'm like,
oh
well,
my
kind of just
goodness.
have to. That's what I did in Photoshop. You just kind of get rid of it. But
Mhm. Yeah.
and but yeah, I'm liking that a lot. And I notice everybody. I've been seeing a lot of people on Instagram doing the art everyday thing,
Mhm.
and they're 3D designers as well. But their stuff is so boring. Like, not to be, some are really good, like really good, but some are like they'll just get like a skull and then put a material to it like metal or something and then render it out. And it's
Yeah.
like to the regular person's eye, they're like, whoa, it's a cool metal skull, but it's like literally that would take 15 minutes. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And that's the render for today. So
Mhm.
it's like I like to had like some sort of story or meaning
Like you
to,
want to look at it. Like you want to have a reason to look at it, and that's
yeah.
why I do enjoy seeing yours. Like when I go on because it's like it's cool to look at. It's not just something
Mhm.
boring.
Yeah, well thank you very much. And
Yeah.
I mean and dude, the amount you learn from it, like doing it every single day, it's crazy, you
Yeah. I
know?
bet.
I
Yeah.
mean, just your
Mhm.
workflow, not even like the techniques and stuff, but just like knowing how things will work, knowing the commands. Because I'm sure for FL Studio, the music composition software, there's like little commands, right? Like you
Mhm.
press
Yeah.
D and C, whatever.
Yeah. There's just a bunch of different things that
Yeah,
you got to get used to and just kind of learn. Like I'm sure you know so many things now about it.
right. Yeah.
Just like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
yeah.
And dude, what kills me is like people in movies when it shows like a screen of like a diagram and like nowhere to like type in things, they're like
Mhm.
they go up and they're like just typing things and like
Oh yeah.
nothing's even happening. It's like this object
Yeah.
like spinning. It's like, what are you
Yeah.
like typing? Like, you know,
Yeah.
if
Like
I ever
what?
do a movie like that, I'm actually gonna have it accurately like they never even
Yeah.
touch the mouse, dude.
True. They're just like
Yeah, like
yeah. Like what?
even in
What?
Interstellar, when they was like floating up to the thing, it's just like on the camera on the computer. I'm like, there's no
Wait, that's
mouse on
true. I never
that.
thought about that. They're always just
Yeah,
like you got to do something.
yeah. I mean, yeah, like it's funny,
Dang.
but yeah, man. I think I know there's good things in store for us in the future.
Yeah.
I know.
Agreed.
Feel it in my heart, feel it in my gonads.
I think we just gotta, work hard and enjoy it. Like, cause
That's the biggest part.
I was
Enjoy
watching
it.
this thing that Joe Rogan said about like gamers, and he was saying that they're just like wasting their time if they play games,
Yeah.
because you could be doing something else that makes you money. But like,
Like jujitsu, he said.
yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Like,
got a lot of backlash for that and he had to defend himself. And he kind of, you know, uh took back
mhm,
what he said or whatever. But yeah, that was something definitely ill ill
yeah.
said or whatever. Not
Uh,
thought out very much.
Yeah, I
So,
think that what I kind of learned from that, and I don't think he meant it like in a bad way, Because I mean,
Because
when you think of a gamer, you think of just a kid in like your mom's
yeah,
basement. It's just like die, die. 'Cause
yeah, and
that's what I think of.
90% of them probably would do that. They'll just
Exactly. Yeah.
play video games and not stream or anything like that.
Yeah. I think that like if even if it didn't make you money, I think that if we just enjoyed it, then it's
Dude,
worth it.
literally. Literally, if the times are different, like,
Mhm.
and I think we were born in a really good time
I feel
because
like that.
we as children, I mean, I don't know, I'm pretty sure you played outside with your friends, right?
Yeah. Ride
I mean,
bikes.
exactly, played like guns or whatever, and I mean, we did all that. And then my friend Micah introduced me to video games. I'm like, oh, okay, this is pretty cool. And like, I remember he showed me Call of Duty, and I was like garbage at it, and
Yeah.
got two
Same.
world records in Call of Duty Black Ops, no big deal.
Sick.
So, you know,
Dude, I remember that. I remember you telling me that. I remember you showing me when we first met,
yeah, and you
like
gave
about
me a
that.
little medal. I have it
Wait, I did?
over there actually. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's like it came with one of your Call of Duty like games thing. It's just like a literally like a medal, and it has the Call of Duty symbol.
Dang, that's
Yeah, I
crazy.
should have it out some. Should have it out. But yeah, that was cool. Most kills, 247 kills and 13 deaths or something like that in one game. And then
Dang.
highest round zombies map ascension around 150.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, I
Yeah, dude.
mean
I think
that's
that as
when
long as go ahead.
just kidding. That's when Call of Duty was good though. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
true.
I mean,
Back in the day when
dude, now everybody has their 140 monitor hertz monitor, and they're like sitting 3 inches away, and they're looking at
yeah.
tutorials. Like they're just trying so hard, and
I just
before you could just
yeah.
relax.
I remember like back I would get home from school, turn on Xbox, we'd have like my parents would get pizza sometimes and like
Mm,
that that was perfect times when I would just get home from like it'd be dark out. You'd play with the people from your school, eating pizza and like because me and Gabe shared a room and we would just hang out in there and play like either he'd watch me or I'd watch him play it.
right.
It's just a great time.
Yeah, man, and you enjoyed just watching it.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to play because it was like
It was just fun.
it's
Yeah.
like hanging
All of it.
out. I
Yeah.
mean, and of course, me and you would play over like online. It's like you don't even have to be in the same room.
Yeah.
Dude,
Mhm.
my brother Jax, because COVID, can't hang out with any of his friends.
Mhm.
So I can't even imagine what that would have been like for us if we were his age. You know what I mean?
True.
Can't
Yeah.
even imagine it. And dude, he's probably gonna spend his senior year not even in school.
Dang.
Can you imagine
True.
that? It's
Yeah.
crazy. No
That's
prom,
so
no
crazy.
anything like
That's
that.
wild.
Yeah.
Dang.
But dude, he's gotten like like eight super good friends all over
Mhm.
the world that he plays games with now, dude.
Mhm.
Like really
Dang.
good friends that he like Snapchats and texts, and he's playing with them right now, I bet. Like, and you can hear him, he's having so much fun. But it's like, just to counter Joe Rogan's point, it's like you can even build relationships over
True.
the internet and over
Yeah.
video games. And I'm sure if Jax met up with any of them in real life, it would just be like hanging out over the game. Like it just come naturally because their chemistry just matches or whatever,
True that.
like
True
it
that.
does with friendship in person.
Mhm. Yeah.
It's cool. It's like they're in Canada and Ireland and Africa, like literally all over. It's crazy.
Dang. Dude, that's crazy. I do remember remember when we used to play with like Eli and Danny,
Yeah.
like
Dude, we used to
all
play
those
with
people
Eli.
around the world. Remember like yeah, we would play with Eli
Really?
and then like
Yeah.
we
Yeah, and
would
we
like literally
meet
have a whole
people.
group
Yeah.
of people from all around the world that they were friends with and they were
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool to talk to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, just playing, like, just us. Like, let alone without the people we met. Playing games with your friends, like that in real life. I mean, it's even this, it's not far from if we were just together, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like in
true.
person.
It's pretty much the same.
Literally. I mean, yeah. It's just crazy how I think people, since they didn't grow up with it, they just have a completely closed mind about everything like that.
Yeah.
But and they never really had a chance to grow up with it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
some older people definitely get a, have a grip on it and know what's happening. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
Yeah. True, man. But yeah, dude. I
Well,
mean, we just gotta keep working hard.
yeah,
That's it.
and
And having fun.
exactly, dude. I mean, we can be doing this podcast in 20 years. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm down. Honestly, it's cool. Like I've
Yeah.
always wanted to like be on a podcast and
Mm,
just hang out and you talk. Like
literally. I mean, literally. And it comes naturally.
yeah.
We're not like we didn't rehearse anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm trying to hide the script. Hold on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, dude. I mean, and I do seriously plan on doing this for as long as I can,
It's
because,
fun.
or as long as I still have fun doing it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Anything I do. Um,
Yeah, dude. I honestly like I have some other things like next time you want to do this that I want to talk about too,
for
because
sure,
there's a lot I want to talk about.
for sure. I mean, dude, we didn't even get into Minecraft. You know what I mean?
True. And also, do you have Disney Plus?
Yeah.
Have you watched WandaVision?
No. WandaVision.
Yeah, it's a bit like a branch off from like the Marvel universe
Mm,
movies. Um, I don't know, maybe that's a big thing right now, so
I'll write it down.
maybe watch that because like it's it's wild. Like the first two episodes, it's just boring and weird, and it doesn't make sense that it's part of like the Marvel universe with like
Probably just getting into
Thanos.
the characters and
Yeah,
everything.
it doesn't make sense, but when you get to like the third or fourth episode, then it's like, oh, that
Hmm,
makes sense. But yeah, if you
hmm,
want to watch that, then you can like,
definitely. Yeah. Because
yeah,
the thing is, I mean, the reason why, like, I don't have much time to I mean, I don't have much time to watch
yeah,
TV shows. I do,
right,
but what I like about podcasts is, which I mainly listen to now,
mm,
is because I can be making art and listening to it. You know what I
true,
mean?
yeah,
With
that's
a
I like
TV
that too.
show, I have to dedicate. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
like have it like to the side and like get like 20% of it.
yeah,
It's
true,
just that's just disrespecting the TV show in my opinion.
yeah, true that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and also, I mean, it might be a good idea to do a podcast, me, you, and Dallas before we go on a camping trip. We can
I'm
do one
down.
before and after.
Yeah,
That'd
I'm
be that'd
down,
be
dude.
cool. Me, you, and him, dude. We were remember we were planning on moving to
Dude, Shoreline,
the shoreline to do
dude.
shoreline community college. We were planning on moving in together, going to college at this community college. God bless, we did not.
Yeah, dude.
Look at us
True.
now.
Yeah. Dude, that's true. Get him on here. I want to do a podcast with him too.
Dude,
That'd be sick.
100%. Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be super dope. But this is a good time to end it, don't you think?
Yeah, I think
We
so.
got a lot into it in probably a good amount of time.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the first of thousands of podcasts you're going to be on. Like
Oh
I
yeah.
said, I mean, you're like a brother to me. So
For
it's,
real.
we're
Just
going to
bring me
have
on whenever.
for sure. Yeah. All right, man. Well, God bless you, your family, and your offspring. Thank you for doing this. Um,
Bless you and bless you all.
thank you. Yeah, bless you all for watching this as well. Hope you liked it. If you did, leave a like, comment anything you want, and subscribe for more podcasts every single Monday until I die.
No,
Peace.
that's a deal.
Peace.